Cities under siege nationwide as violent crime skyrockets, and now Missouri Senator Josh Hawley is preparing to roll out a bill that tackles the crisis head-on and also gives a much-needed boost to police officers on the front lines. The senator, member of the Judiciary and Homeland Security Committees, and he joins us now. Before we talk about what you want to propose, I just want to set up the issue and the problem and see if you agree with how the White House is diagnosing it. First, take a listen to Jen Psaki answering a question about police morale.
Why does the president think that there's low morale with police officers on the beat?
I don't think we're the right entity to give an assessment of that. I'd certainly look to the police departments to give that assessment.
Okay, well, we'll take a look here. Let's just, for everybody on the screen, look at Chicago, New York City, Seattle, Salt Lake City. Every one of those cities having a big retirement problem in their ranks. And then if you look at the cities that cut out police budgets, this goes all across the country. Might be able to figure out why morale is bad, Senator.
Yeah, absolutely. It's because of this defund the police movement, something that Joe Biden has at least implicitly endorsed. We talked about the police, how they are under fire, they are under assault, Dana. And what we need right now is we need more cops on the street. We shouldn't be defunding the police. We need to protect American families, and that's why my bill will put 100,000 new cops on the beat to keep Americans safe.
Okay, so tell me about this. You're going to introduce this bill. I think we're just getting these details now. It's 100,000 new law enforcement officers, increasing maximum penalties for assaulting federal officers by 50%. Protecting privacy and personal information on judges, prosecutors, and law enforcement officers, and doubles the penalty for doxing federal law enforcement officials and other federal officials. You think this could? I think that, given that crime is everywhere, and if you even look at the liberal columnist for the New York Times, Tom Friedman, this morning, saying Democrats better be wary that this issue of crime it's all across America, and if they wanted to re-elect Trump, that's what the headline was, go ahead and continue to say defund the police.
It's absolutely vital that we keep American families safe. That is the bottom line. And right now, too many American families aren't. Why aren't they? Because crime is up. Violent crime is up by over 30% in cities across the country. Unfortunately, that includes my home state of Missouri. We need more cops. We shouldn't be defunding the police. We shouldn't be targeting the police. We should be supporting them. Let's put 100,000 new cops on our streets, keep our families safe, keep our streets safe. And also, we need to get tough on those who are going after the police, who are targeting them, who are doxing them, who are ambushing them, and my bill would increase penalties for all of those things.
We just had a report from Alicia Cunha in Denver about a police officer who was killed this week, and it turns out that it was an ambush because he was a police officer. Do you remember, Senator, I think we're both old enough to remember back just a couple of years ago when the then Senator Kamala Harris attacked the then former Vice President Joe Biden in the Democratic primary because he was too tough on crime back in 1994. And now you've had this wave of defund the police actually having consequences. They have an event today at the White House. They want to focus on guns. That might be a fine and a legitimate thing to do. But the issues that you raised with this new bill would address a different part of a very complex problem.
Well, the basic problem here is that we have too many criminals and not enough cops. And the criminals right now think that it's a green light for them, and that's why America's families aren't safe. We've got to give cops the support they need. We've got to give cops the resources they need, and we just need more of them. I mean, you pointed out we're having a major retention problem. Cops are leaving. I've talked to cops all across my state and across the country. What they say is, we don't feel supported. We don't feel like there's backing out there. We've got a tough job to do, and we need the help to do it. Let's put 100,000 of them on the streets. Can I just say this also about the president focusing on gun control? The thing to do is not to take away the Second Amendment rights of law-abiding citizens. The thing to do is to put criminals behind bars and to put more cops on the street.
All right, well, pay attention to your legislation as it gets introduced and underway. Thanks so much, Senator.
Thank you.